And that exhibition in 2013 and 2014, 10 years ago, features about 80, I would still say, is masterpieces of Chinese painting, drawn the sources, the collections from 21 museums across the globe, from the United States and to Europe, to Japan, to China. And they are treasures in Chinese painting history. The exhibition is divided into periods, and the first period is from 700 to 950. It basically focusing on the religious painting, particularly Buddhist art. Those works are made for us as votive images, for temples, for monasteries. And these are paintings of this period that survive, and mostly from the northwest China, very far northwest of China. And they managed to survive because they escaped the wars and the persecution throughout the dynasties. They were discovered in the early 20th century, these paintings. And really amazing treasures. Then from 950 to 1250, and this section focusing on the artist growing enthusiasm about the real world. It's not anymore the sacred and imaginary, the religious art, the religious world. And the artists observe and depict the real world, from landscape to the animals to human figures, in a very naturalistic, realistic way. And then the next section is about a very short period from 1250 to 1400. It's focusing on very small group of the artists living in the South. And they, instead of focusing on the real world, descriptive art, they focusing on the inner world. They use the imagery to express their inner thoughts and emotions. And many works produced by this group of artists you could call autobiographical. And then the exhibition moved on to the next section, which is the art under the Ming Dynasty. And we at that period, witness the explosion, artistic explosion, and of production. And artists at the time, particularly in the north, many cities becomes the centers of art production. They produce the works really appealing to the eyes and the heart, pleasures, and that's what that period is really characteristic about. And looking at this slide, for example, you see a group of women are playing football. And then we come to really the final section of the exhibition, which deals with the two main themes. One is that we call it the challenging the past. At that time, the artists really compete against each other and also compete against the past, the old masters, producing very, very diverse individual styles and the local schools. And the second theme of this last period, from the 600 to 900, it's about the Western influence. At the time, the introduction of the Western visual art to China becomes very, very important, significant, the artistic force. So that is really the exhibition is about. It's about the story of the Chinese painting, the continuity and the changes of the Chinese painting. That's the main theme of that exhibition. And I used these two slides, just to show one of the paintings in that section, showing at the very far right, far left of the painting, and showing a skeleton holding an hourglass. The hourglass is not imagery derived from Chinese tradition. It's from an early 17th century Dutch prince. That exhibition not only really talk about the main narrative of Chinese painting, the story, so-called the story of Chinese painting, but also tries to inviting the visitors to look at Chinese painting closely and to look at the materials, techniques, formats, all these aspects, and to try to understand more deeply. So in the introduction section of the exhibition, and we showed this painting and the subject matter, which is about making the silk. And also we in the introductory area, and showing a short film about how the Chinese painting, particularly on silk, how the silk painting was made. I guess that's hopefully it's a useful introduction to that exhibition and also to our discussion.